Oh, what a weekend.
What a weekend.
What a weekend. There's sad news to come, but let's deal with Madrid,
Charlie.
Let's deal with Madrid.
So, a merciless Messi. Or a merciless Barcelona
God.
had no mercy on Real Madrid.
Mercy on Real Madrid.
5 goals to
1. Hey, without Ronaldo.
That's what we call a thrashing.
We told you. This Lopetegui or Lopet. We told you. Wow. We. I like the we. Okay, it's okay.
Let me just say good morning to Benes Abubedu.
Oh,
sorry, Benes Lancer.
To my producer, my boss.
Editor.
The Joy Sports Center.
Oh,
yes.
It's
okay. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Everyone will be fine.
But we have to go through our chaotic.
Yes, our chaotic happy birthday. So
yes.
Happy birthday to Imani Pendo Abdallah Sese.
Thank you.
Of Ridge Church School.
Thank you.
It's a belated happy birthday.
It's a chaotic.
It's a very, very chaotic day.
We have to say happy birthday to Clenham Maxwell Ayidam, of Corpus Christi Basic School. His birthday is today. Yeah, he was very specific. I want to shout out on the Chaotic Joy Sports Center.
So a chaotic happy birthday to you.
Just wonderful one. There
also,
you go.
A belated happy birthday to Mrs. Joyce Kujo Shaw, Church of Christ Tema. God bless your new age. This is coming from the Ansar family. This is an executive chaotic shout out.
Chaotic request.
And a very, very chaotic request to a mentor, pillar, and an extremely high achiever, Professor Henrietta Joy Abina Nyaku Mensa Bonsu. God bless you, man. Live to be 99.7 and beyond. And let's say a chaotic good morning.
It's a chaos.
Noel Kojogansen.
Oh my God.
Noel Kojogansen is the new Chief Marketing Officer of MTN.
Oh yes.
Good morning, Charlie. We have more marketing to do.
Big man, more marketing.
I like his picture on the back of the Gold Street business.
Oh my God.
It has a very, very bearded look there.
Noel Kojogansen. Yeah, you are a big man.
You're a very, very big man.
Therefore, the Sports Center today
is brought to
you by Real Madrid.
It's also brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. EPAC blows your pain away. Multi-TV just thrills, and Cowbell Gold energy for winners. We have made the move. Yes, we moved to our new state-of-the-art head office, an edifice that embodies our continued growth, support for our communities, our drive for innovation, and optimism for the future. You are welcome to number 87 Independence Avenue, close to the Aqua J interchange. As we commence this chapter in our rich history from our new head office, we will continue to support the trade and investment activities of many generations of Ghanaians. Standard Chartered here for good. Now, exciting things are happening with MTN Momo. Keep using your MTN Momo wallets to make payments, send money, and just do more on MTN Momo to build points, and you could win an iPhone X, Samsung S9 Plus, Samsung TV set, and up to 2,000 Ghana cedis cash every month, plus many more exciting prizes. Just dial *120# to check your points. Promo lasts till 31st October 2018. Please note, promo winners will be called only with 0244 300,000 to redeem their prize from the MTN office, and not through text messages. Promo winners will not receive any promo codes. Promo winners do not have to pay anything to redeem a prize. So go on, just Momo, it's everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. George?
So how we do it?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's get into the Sports Center. But you know what? It was just not the kind of weekend any football fan would ever wish. Following the death of Leicester City football owner Vichai Srivaddhanaprabha. This unfortunate incident occurred after his helicopter crashed outside the stadium on Saturday night. Now, the club has been reacting and has released a statement. Here's James Grech with it.
It is with the deepest regret and a collective broken heart that we confirm our chairman Vichai Srivaddhanaprabha was among those who has tragically died on Saturday evening when a helicopter carrying him and 4 other people crashed outside the King Power Stadium. None of the 5 people on board survived. Both Tuesday's first team fixture against Southampton in the EFL Cup and the development squad fixture against Feyenoord in the Premier League International Cup have been postponed. The statement then continues. It says that everyone at the club has been truly touched by the remarkable response of the football family, whose thoughtful messages of support and solidarity have been deeply appreciated at this difficult time.
Let's keep with those messages because tributes have been pouring in for the departed Vichai. My colleague Benedict Owusu has been sampling some of them.
Well, George, a lot of words of sympathy going out to the family on social media, but just going to read a few. This one is coming from a player of the club, Harry Maguire. He writes, words cannot describe how I feel. A truly great, kind, loving man who will be missed so much by everyone. I will never forget the chairman's support, not only during my time at Leicester City, but also during the World Cup. Rest in peace, hashtag the boss. Wilfred Ndidi is a Nigerian international and he also plays for Leicester City. And this is what he posted on his Twitter page. We're far too kind and supportive. Thank you for all you did for the club, for always encouraging the team and coming all the way to watch me play at the World Cup. Rest on say, hashtag the boss. And James Madison recently joined Leicester City. He writes, devastated and heartbroken at the news that no one survived the helicopter crash yesterday. Life isn't fair sometimes. A wonderful, thoughtful man who lived and breathed Leicester City Football Club. Rest in peace, boss. Hashtag thanks, boss.
May his soul rest in perfect peace. And still talk of Leicester City. More sad stories, of course. The latest coming in on Ghana defender Daniel Amate's horrific injury during the game against West Ham on Saturday is that he has undergone a successful surgery. His manager Claude Puel hopes to have Amate back in the shortest possible time.
Yeah, before to speak about our game, I hope just my first thought is for my player Daniel Amate. I hope it's not a serious injury. Of course, it's difficult to look this end of the game.
Away from the sad stories, of course, we know an EPL fan also died at the weekend. We'll now have to talk about the matches we saw the weekend. Manchester United edged past Everton to move within 5 points of the Premier League's top 4. United went ahead through Paul Pogba's fortuitous strike, and Anthony Martial's curler matched the delight of manager Jose Mourinho.
Happy again. I think it's a game where we don't need to suffer as much as we did. Anything can happen, and you can lose 2 points that you don't deserve to lose. But I think we played well. In some periods we played very well, and then when we had to suffer, to fight, to give everything to keep the 3 points, the players were also able to do it.
Ross Barkley scored 1 goal and set up 2 more. Sarri's unbeaten side moved second in the Premier League. William Navarro Morata, Loftus-Cheek completed the scoring there for Chelsea, 4-0 against Burnley. And Sarri is happy about how his side were able to deal without the star man Eden Hazard.
It's always better to have a player like Hazard. But in the last 2 matches we have played well. We scored 7 goals in 2 matches. So I think that we have other very good players. Of course, Hazard is something different. Hazard is not a very good player. Something more.
Crystal Palace scored twice from the penalty spot to end a 2-2 dramatic draw. And then Arsenal's 11-game winning run. Arsenal boss Unai Emery was satisfied with his team's performance despite dropping 2 points.
Did 2 goals and also is a good moment for us, but we need to continue controlling the match. Cannot do that. Again, is find more situation for do the transition for score the first goal for close the match for us, but we cannot do that. And I think after their goal, I think the 2-2 is a good point for us, and also is the result we deserve it.
Well, Liverpool were 4-1 winners over Cardiff City, and tonight, top of the table, Manchester City take on Spurs. Now, that's a very good game, and we'll be bringing you the updates. Let's do some more, getting to La Liga. And Luis Suarez scored a hat-trick as Barcelona outclassed Real Madrid to seal a stylish El Clasico victory that further damages their bitter rivals Madrid, striking manager Julian Lopetegui. Now, the former Spain boss now seems setting to lose his job in the wake of the humiliating defeat in the match crucial I mean, very, very crucial to his chances of survival. His side conjured something of a revival in the second half, but ultimately were sunk in by the irresistible Barcelona performance, and it only appears a question of when he will be fired. We can now hear from Marcus journalist Juan Castro.
Casemiro, one of the Brazilian players of Real Madrid, said after the match that the team is a completely disaster, and that they are the guilty. They blame all the players, not only the coach. And of course, now in Real Madrid fans, there is a tremendous deception. People is really, fed up of this team after winning these 3 Champions League in a row. Now Real Madrid is really under minimum. And of course, I can tell you that we Marca published that Florentino Perez now, of course, studying the situation, and probably Lopetegui will be sacked. Maybe not today, but tomorrow, maximum. This is the idea. Lopetegui cannot be Real Madrid coach in the following hours or days, and the 2 candidates for replacing him are Antonio Conte and Solari, which is the Argentinian coach of the second team.
Atletico Madrid beat Real Sociedad by 2-0. Also in the Spanish Liga. In other games elsewhere, Kylian Mbappe scored as Paris Saint-Germain beat arch-rivals Marseille and equalled Tottenham's record of 11 wins at the start of a league season. Dries Mertens scored a late-minute equaliser. Second-place Napoli were held 1-1 against Roma. Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice as Serie A leaders Juventus came from behind to beat struggling Empoli and maintain the unbeaten start of the season. Formula One next.
Hamilton is going to clinch the Formula One world title. He joins the greats. He joins Schumacher. He joins Fangio in having won 5 Formula One world titles.
So, Lewis Hamilton has won a 5th F1 or Formula One World Championship, making him the joint 2nd most successful driver of all time. Now, a 33-year-old becomes only the 3rd man in history to win 5 world titles. He matches the whole of Argentine legend Juan Manuel Fangio and is 2 behind all-time record holder Michael Schumacher.
I've been with Mercedes since I was 13, so to complete this, when Fangio had done it with Mercedes, it's an incredible feeling, and very, very surreal at the moment.
All right, so that's it for the Joy Sports Centre. There's more sports later this afternoon, and just to correct this, top of the table now is Liverpool. I've got Liverpool fans to remind me that, hey, my friend, don't say top of the table, Manchester City.
But why would you make a mistake like that, George? Look,
so we'll see
you and I are on very good terms. Don't be doing this, George.
We'll see Man City get back on top, though. Liverpool up there, of course, Chelsea. Man City are currently 3rd on the table. So there's more sport this afternoon, Daniel. At
yes.
1:10, the sports track with Gary Smith, and you have to be around because we'll do some analysis on what's happening or what has happened to Real Madrid. But we have to end, of course, with the Kia going out to our fantastic winners.
Our fantastic colleagues, David Ando, Joseph Opoku Gapo, Jojo Kobna, my personal hero of the day, Ernest Kojo Menu, and of course the serial winner, Seth Kwame Boateng. Yes, it's a it's also a big Kia to AC Ohene. AC Ohene is the editor for their Doom News Desk.
Oh yes.
A big Kia to our Oga at the top, Kwesi Chum, who was also honored on Saturday. His award was received by our COO Radio and Digital Media, Ken Ansah. Mr. Chum, you were up for this one. You're given an award, so we'll mention your name here. You were a big man.
You are big.
You are big. But of course, we also say a big congratulations to all of the other winners, including Bernardino Coco Avle, reigning PAV Answer Journalist of the Year, host of the CBS.
That's right.
Charlie, you're a big man. It doesn't mean we should switch and go and listen to.
Oh, we're here.
Just kidding.
We're doing what we're doing. You know how we do it. But
just kidding, but it's great.
Congratulations to everybody who won something.
Congrats to everyone who won.
And we'll see how it goes next year, right?
Of course.
So it should be a wonderful show for you.
It will be a wonderful show.
There.
And we'll be joined by some of these winners. Jojo will join us, Joseph will join us, Ernest will join us. We'll be speaking to to Seth as well. And our colleagues from other media houses who were on it will also be joining us on this show for us to have this conversation about how to brave difficult circumstances to produce excellence, and also the future of journalism. Really, what do we want out of journalism for this country? Yeah,
and it's a great opportunity to be doing it on the biggest platform. All right, so we're listening to them and then we'll see how it goes.
Of course. Soon after that, the KNUST students will join us as we look at week 2 of the KNUST debacle. Another week starting with the demonstration. Last week, Monday, it was students. Today, it's lecturers. Stay with us as we bring you all the latest updates and analysis. This is a Super Morning Show. We'll take these messages, after which we'll take the Stanbic, the Groove, brought to you by Stanbic Bank, moving forward.
In this part of the world, we rise early, way before the sunrise.